Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do an update on my beauty bank for the month of February. So I started doing this in December, maybe it was November, I'm not really sure. But I wanted to just keep track of all the makeup that I'm bringing into my collection and then any makeup that's coming out. Also wanted to use this as a way to track how many pans I'm hitting every month and then sort of use the points to justify purchasing anything new in my collection. I am just using this, I call it a beauty bank, but it's more like a makeup bank because it's just for makeup. I'm not using this for any skincare, you know, hair care, body care, anything like that, because I don't feel like I have issues in spending. Even though I have a lot of skincare, I'm working really hard to try to get through it. And I haven't brought any new skincare in a really long time. So makeup has always been the one that's like, ooh, a little bit iffy. And so many other people do this, so I thought, okay, I'll do it. Anyway, so this is my update. I usually start the video off with anything that I've finished in terms of makeup items, and talk you through my numbers and then show you my pans, and then obviously any new makeup that comes in, and then we'll, you know, we will validate the numbers that way. But have to just tell you straight off the bat, I've not bought any makeup this month. So my numbers haven't gone down in any way. If anything, they're going to go up today because I have hit some more pans this month, which is really exciting. So, you know, this might be probably a short video. I do have some empties. I've got mostly, I think, hair care. I've only got one, actually it's not even an empty because it's a decluttered item and I'm not going to count it, but I will talk about it. So let's go through that really quickly because that's, yeah. I'll just go through the one item that I'm going to be decluttering, which is a makeup item. The other items are, I'll just talk about at the end of the video because they won't count. But anyway, this is an eyeliner. I've been using it in my Shop My Stash. I did film an update from my Shop My Stash. I just haven't posted it yet, so it will come on, I think, either before or after this video. I'm not entirely sure. I have been a little bit busy and have struggled to film lately, but this is from Primark and I used it. I used it more than 10 times. I like to do that in my Shop My Stash, do a little project 10 uses, and I don't really like it. I like to put white eyeliner in my waterline and this just doesn't stay in my waterline. So this one I'm just going to declutter. I've had it for a really long time and I just feel like now's the time to just say goodbye to it. So this one's going to be decluttered. However, I am not counting it. And then as far as pans I've hit this month, I actually have hit 5 pans. 3 of them are eyeshadows and 2 of them are cheek products, which is really exciting. So again, this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler of some of my projects. But you know, not everyone watches this video, not everyone watches my projects, so you know, you'll see 1 or 2 or both of them, whatever. But I'm really excited. So let's go into, and also obviously it's a spoiler from my Pan That palette for this year as well. So all of these are spoilers aside from one, which I've already discussed. So let's start with that one. I hit a pan in my Juvia's Place, the Bronze Rustic. I was working this in my Zodiac panel, which I updated last week, and I hit pan finally in this shade. I've been working on it for almost a year. Took me about, I think, over 20 uses, maybe 22-ish uses, I can't recall, somewhere around there. And it's not a shade that I use all the time, so it was quite a hard shade to hit pan on, but I'm very happy and excited for that. So that's half a point rolling back into my collection. Moving on, I'll go to my Pan That palette, which is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. And this one, I obviously am trying to pan the whole palette this year. I have hit 2 pans since the last time we spoke. So I hit pan in this one, which is, oops, this is not a spoiler because I did speak about this in my Zodiac Panner as well, but I also hit pan in Disco Shades. So I hit 2 pans this last month. I think I only used this one once and this one once as well. They were just really close. Or maybe I used that twice. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember, but not many times at all. And so yeah, this one has changed. So I've got 2 new pans, which is really exciting. Then I've got 2 cheek products that I've hit pan on. These I'm working in a project. So first one is my Nabla powder. I was so close. I had a really nice dip and I used it 4 more times and then I hit pan, and obviously since then I've used it way more. So it has expanded quite a bit. This is what it's looking like. Yeah, I'm so happy about that. If you're not familiar, I have been wanting to hit pan on this and use as much as possible because I will end up decluttering it at some point because it smells pretty bad and it's just gone off. So I don't want to talk about it, but you know, it hasn't broken me out or anything. I don't like the scent of it anymore. Anyway, I also hit pan in my bronzer. This is a Technique Shimmer Bronzer, and this is in my project pan. And this one I hit pan in. This, again, I think I used it 4 or 5 more times, and then I hit pan. Obviously, I've used it way more. So the pan keeps expanding. I have yet to do my update yet, but that is really exciting as well because my goal for this is to hit pan and use as much as possible this year. If I could finish it, that would be great, but there's still quite a lot of product left. But seeing that pan and showing the progress already, I'm already really hyped because it's only, you know, March. Like, you know, by the time that I do my update, then yeah, I don't know, I've got plenty more months to work on it. So that is really, really exciting. So when I started this project, I never spoke about pans in other items other than eyeshadows, but I think I'm going to count them the same as just half a point. So I've got 5 pans here. I did end the January month with 6 points, and so now I've got 8.5 points because I haven't got rid of any makeup. You know, well, I decluttered that one eyeliner, but I haven't finished any makeup this month, but I also haven't brought in any makeup. So all I'm doing is just adding my pans to my point system. So yeah, I've got 8.5 points, which is quite a lot. There's so many items that I want to purchase, but I'm really holding off because I feel like I really don't need it, and I really, really want to just get through some of the items that I have. Now, I think in March, I'm going to have plenty of makeup items that I finish. When I say plenty, maybe like a couple or maybe 3, because there are a few that are very, very close to being done. And so I'm itching to I'm getting to the point where I kind of want to start maybe bringing some items into my collection. There's some categories that are getting small, like my foundations. I'm going to have to start looking to see what foundations I want to try next because I am getting through some of those. And then there's obviously always some eyeshadow palettes. So talking about eyeshadow palettes, I want to make a change to the current way that I'm doing it. So right now, if I bring a new eyeshadow palette into my collection, that is 1 point deducted from my point system. I don't think that's fair because eyeshadow palettes take forever to even hit pan on, and you know, there's so many pans that you get when you buy an eyeshadow palette. I already have so many eyeshadow palettes. I also don't want to count every single pan in an eyeshadow palette as a point or whatever. So I think with eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to do something a little bit in between that, where I think every eyeshadow palette I bring into my collection should cost me, I haven't decided yet. I think 2 points. Let's say 2 points. Should we say 2 points? I think I'll say 2 points instead of 1 point. I still want to be kind to myself. I don't want to, you know, ruin my chances of buying items that I want to buy. But again, I also feel like I've been good. I haven't bought anything this month. And, you know, I think if one eyeshadow palette, regardless of the size, should be 2 points instead of 1 point. If I still feel like that's not good enough, then I'll bump it up and maybe 3 or 4 or 5 points, you know, we'll see. But if I don't know, I just want to see what it's like. You can tell I haven't really thought out this project too much, but yeah, this month there's been items that I really wanted to buy, and I was going to do a duping the vibes because there were so many eyeshadow palettes that came out, and I still might do that, but I didn't buy them, and I'm happy that I didn't buy them. I obviously still filled with a little bit of envy when I see anyone who has them, but I know at the end of the day I don't need them, so it is what it is. And yeah, that is an update. That is a crazy update. I don't even know if that made any sense, but yeah, haven't bought anything this month. My makeup points have just gone up. I also haven't finished any makeup this month. I'm decluttering one item, but that's about it. In terms of my other empties for this month, I'm really not doing very well with empties. I did finish this Garnier serum. This is the Restoring Hemp Multi-Restore Sleeping Oil. This is so nice. I'm definitely going to repurchase this if they still make it at some point. I don't need to repurchase it now, but I think it's the nicest oil, like face oil, that I've ever tried in my life. and I've tried a lot at this point, so I just think it's so nice, and it's Garnier. I mean, I'm kind of surprised by that, but I just really thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I've got two hair products here, and that's it. So I finished this John Frieda Frizz Ease leave-in conditioner. This is awful. I had it for so long, but I finally finished it because I wasn't like throwing it away. So I finally got through it, although I think my hair hated me while I was using it. And then I finished this Batiste shampoo, which I think is the last one that I have, because I know I said I don't want to use Batiste anymore, the dry shampoo. It just leaves a terrible white cast. I think this is the last one that I have. I thought I finished the last one last time, but then I found this one again. So I finally finished this one, and I have some more. But that's it. I didn't, you know, these don't really count towards anything. I am doing an empties sort of calculation for this year, but it's like hardly anything. I don't know what I was doing last year, because I was finishing a lot of items every single month last year, and I don't feel like I've slowed down in my use on items. It's just I'm working on items that have so much product still in them, so it's taking some time. Like this John Frieda took me a good 6 months to finish. I heard about that, and I just hated it so much. It took me a really long time, but I've had this for years. So I'm happy that I'm finally getting through some things, but I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna come to 1 month where I've you know, been able to finish maybe 10 items all at once, but I've been working on them for about 10 months. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what March is gonna look like, but yeah, that is my update. I don't know if it made much sense. I haven't really filmed a proper video in a while, and I've just been a little bit busy and kind of just not in the right headspace to film recently. So hopefully it'll make sense. It's all good news. I'm still on my low buy, no buy, and it's working really great. And I do think it's part of this project, because I don't want to come on here and say I bought all this makeup and then fail. So I do, like, when I'm looking online, I do a lot of window shopping online. When I look, I do remember, okay, hang on, I have all these points. If I buy all this stuff, then I'll lose all my points and I won't be able to buy anything else that comes out. So I've ended up not buying anything because of that. And I mean, it's working. It's being helpful, and it's making me think, do I need that before I actually hit the purchase button? And the answer is no, so it's all right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.